Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Friday to you all. Going to talk about a few different things here in this video about stuff relating to China. Talk a bit about our boy Ron DeSantis down there in Florida. We talk about some of the stuff going on with the current administration here in the U.S. And then we'll talk about that woman that got murdered by an illegal alien. Another example of American citizen losing their life to criminal activity, specifically that of someone who's not in the country on a legal basis. So let's get into this. What's going on with China? Well, they got air patrols going on in the east and the south China seas. This is you know, something that I'm sure China's probably taken a look at the whole situation with the Russian military performance in the Ukraine, and as far as attempts of taking over another country, maybe China might be reevaluate. Let me get my mic going on over here. They might be taking a look at their own military and trying to figure out how they measure up to the task that they have ahead of them, which is the conquest of what they claim is part of China, which is Taiwan. Although they're probably trying to pull as many maneuvers so that they won't have to use military force to take Taiwan. To probably try to use economic and other means. So we got that going on over there in the east, and we got China's talking about balancing the geopolitical world order and balancing the US NATO, so China's looking to uh, get other countries aligned with it against the West. We'll see how that plays out. Then we got here in the US, we got various Democrat operatives, media, pundits, politicians, whatever you want to call it, uh, attacking our boy Ron DeSantis over there in Florida for whatever reasons. They're going to smear him, and they actually started doing this, a while back because they fear that DeSantis is going to, at some point, run for the presidency. And, he's probably the strongest candidate that the Republicans have, second only to Trump. Some people might prefer DeSantis over Trump, but I'm pretty sure Trump's going to be running in 24, so he's going to have to win his third election because, uh, people have different opinions about the last one. But I'm not going to get into all that. Stick with DeSantis there. So he's doing a lot of stuff over the last few years that conservatives really like, and that the leftist, I think that half of them really do flip out when they're flipping out, and the other half pretend to flip out. And I think most of these people screaming and yelling and acting a fool, those are useful idiots. But they're attacking him for uh, all bunch of different stuff where he's standing up for parents' rights when it comes to how their children are educated, and keeping books that contain CRT teachings, propaganda, CRT principles or whatnot He's keeping those books out of the schools. And then he's also opponents of the bill like to label it "Don't Say Gay" bill, which is a lie. But and he has a Disney Corporation attacking him over that, and Ron DeSantis isn't the type to just roll over. He's gonna fight back, and so you got the left all up in arms about the fact that he fights back, and so they're gonna smear him and label him, racist and homophobic and transphobic and all this type of stuff because they're afraid that he's going to win the presidency in whatever amount of time. I personally would love to see Trump run and win again and have DeSantis be his VP, and then DeSantis can run for president after that. And I could run down the whole list of who could be in the different positions of Trump's new cabinet, but we don't need to go into details there. I just think we got Pompeo was a good guy, and why shouldn't he be the Secretary of State again? Who could be the Attorney General? You got that what is it, Robert? I think his first name is Robert Barnes, the guy that does stuff with Viva Fry, but I don't think he's interested in that. And I saw him once. He was saying that he'd never get past the confirmation process. But our boy Ted Cruz, he's another candidate for Attorney General. But anyways, who knows what's going to happen? We don't know how safe and secure the process is that gets these officials put into office, how legit they are, how manipulated they actually are now. So, speaking of people in the cabinet, let's talk about the current administration and one of the members of the Obiden cabinet. We got this Secretary of Treasury, Janet Yellen, and she's out here talking about how China could potentially be the peace negotiator for the situation going on over in Ukraine. Does she realize that she's calling on China to take a global leadership position? I think that some people are questioning, like, what are these people doing in this administration? And they talk about this person from the administration or that person. And I think there are a lot of them are incompetent, but I think a lot of them, pretend to be incompetent because the real agenda is to destroy this country, damage it as much as possible to continue the Barack Hussein playbook, right? His 2 terms weakened the U.S. domestically and internationally, and now they got the puppet in there, and we all know that Potato Joe makes no decisions. I mean, every day he comes out and embarrasses himself and the country further. I mean, what was the latest thing he said? He was asked about Title 42, the whole situation with the border. Would the administration reconsider extending this Title 42, which would help keep some of these illegal aliens out of the country based on the whole cold and flu season? And the reporter asked him about that, and he starts answering about the mask mandate, which is another cold and flu season related item, but it's not what the question was. So he talks about something different because he's not there. He's out to lunch. So we all know the decisions being made are being made by certain people behind the scenes in the administration, chief of staff or whoever, different staff members making the decisions, and they all answer to Barack Hussein Obama. And Obama, who does he answer to? That's a matter of speculation or conspiracy theories or just putting 2 plus 2 together to get 4, which we know that's racist, white supremacist mathematics. 2 plus 2 equals 4. But Look at my pasty white crack ass, and you might surmise that I am a white supremacist. I mean, I'm at the very least, according to the leftist nut jobs, I'm not probably racist. I am racist because the mere fact that I'm born a honky makes me a racist. But anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent here. We got who does Barack Hussein answer to? I think that address, like I've said before, is probably somewhere in Beijing or at the doorsteps of a certain Soros. But what else have we got going on with this illegitimate administration? Well, we got the so-called VP giving another one of her just, rocket science, high level, highly intellectual, and just, such a deep thinker this woman is. Did you guys see that speech she gave the other day about space? I mean, this woman, I mean, I question every of her accomplishments from graduating college and law school to whatever position she held here in the state of California, Attorney General. We all know that she got her start in the political realm by slobbing on Slick Willie's knob. Not the Slick Willie I usually talk about, which is Clinton, but the other Slick Willie, Willie Brown. She was sucking cock and spreading legs to get where she got. And now we all know that the only reason she's a VP is because she be black, allegedly. And that she's got a vajayjay. But, according to the mindset, the philosophy, and the ideology of these numbnuts that put her in place, I could have been appointed VP because all I got to do is say I'm a woman, and I'm assuming if I can change my chromosomes, I should also be able to, change them just by saying the magic words. I'm a woman. I could also say I'm black, and poof, I'd be black. So, I could have been the VP because all I got to do is identify as a black woman. And that's the only criteria that Numbnuts had in selecting his VP. He selected someone that accused him of being a racist and a sexual assaulter. But they're banking on the short memory of the voters. But anyway, she gets up there and talking about space. She knows a lot about space because that's all that's in between her ears is empty vacuum of space. The other thing going on with good old Camel Toe is that she got more staff resignations going on here. She's had like 13 people resign since she took office. Guess she's a real bitch and a cunt. Not a pleasant person to work with or work around. At least that's what I hear. I don't have first-hand knowledge of this. Look it up yourself. I like saying that. People get in the comments, blah, 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 blah. Is this talking shit in the comment section? Hey, it's my channel. You don't like it? Don't listen. Or listen. I don't care. But that's what's going on with the illegitimate people running the show in the U.S. Next, we got the whole situation with this broad over there in New York. New York City. She got stabbed 60 times by an illegal alien. So, when that guy that used to run the country, Hitler, talked about illegal aliens committing crime, he wasn't full of shit. He was telling the truth. But yeah, so this broad that was found all dismembered in a duffel bag a couple blocks from, or a few blocks from her home. Turns out she got killed by some scumbag that was illegal alien, been living in this country for years. But you know, uh, I guess she wasn't in too happy of a marriage or whatever because she was having an on again, off again affair with this guy. And it sounds like they had an argument and he lost his cool and committed a crime of passion. And he murdered her. But I don't understand. Probably the guy went over there to get some and she didn't want to give him any. And got pissed off and sliced and diced her. But supposedly this happened down in the basement. And the one son was up on the second story and he didn't hear a damn thing. That seems rather odd. I mean, maybe he had some headphones on, blasting some music or something, but it's kind of suspicious if you ask me. But anyways, the husband and the other son were off in some other state looking at colleges. And according to the Popo, she was at the local watering hole for whatever amount of time. And she was probably trolling for some new piece of ass. And then she didn't get none. So she went home. And that's when Lover Boy showed up knocking on the door saying, "Give me some, I want some." And she probably told him to go fuck himself. And he decided, "Fuck you, bitch." And now she's going to be sliced and diced. You know? So, how many more of these murderous types are we letting across the border now? And if they get rid of the Title 42, the floodgates are going to open even wider. You know, how many of these people coming across the border are criminal types, terrorist types? They really don't know. And then you got Peppermint Patty up there, Jen Sucky. She's telling Peter Ducey when he pointed out that there was a couple dozen people caught that are on the terrorist watch list. And she's like, well, then we know they're doing their job. And it's like, she knows damn well that if they caught 23 of them, there's at least another 23, if not, who knows how many, because they're just getting, not even interacting with the Border Patrol. They're just coming across the border and going wherever. So anyways, just wanted to run down some of the stuff that's going on this week. You know, nothing but bad news. You know, it's you read the headlines, you got to go on a search. You got to make an effort to find the good news. But I'll try to do that so I can post something that's not such a big downer all the time. All right, everyone. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.